think we can all agree that Freddy Krueger is a horror icon. But did you know his movies A Nightmare on Elm Street were actually inspired by a true life story? No, I'm not talking about a dream demon who kills you in your sleep, but something similar. Now, Wes Craven says that he grew inspiration for A Nightmare on Elm Street after reading an article in LA Times about a Cambodian family who migrated to the United States to avoid genocide. But once they got here, the young boy in the family was terrified to go to sleep because he believed if he did, he would be killed by something chasing him. He forced himself to stay awake for days at a time until eventually he did fall asleep and died having a nightmare. But this wasn't the only article that intrigued him. It was the fact that there were several more young men from Cambodia dying in their sleep. The last one to die was found with a Mr. Coffee Maker in his closet, along with a bunch of sleeping pills that he neglected to take. Now, according to Wes Craven in the articles that he claimed to have read, that there were many men from the Southeast Asia area, mainly from the area of Laos, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Laos, that were falling asleep to their deaths due to ailment. Now, this ailment was eventually called Sudden Unexplained Nocturnal Death Syndrome, or SUNS. Now, it only affected men between the ages of 20 and 30 from the Hmong ethnic group. Now, it says that these men were also prosecuted in Laos after they were recruited for the CIA and agreed to fight with North Vietnamese in the Vietnam War. Now, between 1978 and 1981, there were 13 nocturnal deaths among young men, and it said among 98% of those deaths, they happened to occur between 10 p.m. and 8 a.m. In 1981, 26 Hmong men had died in their sleep. If by any chance the medics had gotten there early enough, the men were found with their hearts contracting obscenely fast. Now, there are many doctors that are still trying to explain this nightmare ailment, and some have contributed to poor diets or even chemical nerve gas used in the war. Although it was quickly dispelled by a medical examiner due to the fact they said if it were nerve gas, it probably wouldn't affect only men and men in that certain age group. Now, if you ask other Hmong members, they say they were being punished by spirits for abandoning and leaving their homelands. But whatever it is you believe, today's SUNS is still a mystery. So now, although Freddy Krueger coming to kill you in your sleep with nice shiny sharp blades is not exactly a true story, we can now see where the inspiration came from. I find it quite intriguing that many of these horror movies that we come to know and love are inspired by some sort of true story or inspiration of. If you found this interesting or something you may have already known, or maybe you want to know what other horror movies have been inspired by true stories, leave your thoughts down in the comments, hit that like button and subscribe button on your way out.